to the Wally Show Aftercast. Ooh. All the things we didn't get to that you didn't get to hear. Something like that. You'll notice that Wally is not here. That's because he left for Ireland. To see Haley, his daughter, get married.
Who is a couple days out now?
I don't remember. I need to look at the invite.
We're good friends.
Yes. Anyways, he's been doing really good about posting things.
He has. No, yeah. It's fun to follow along.
Mm-hmm, for sure. If you don't follow us on social media, you probably should. Search Wally Show on Facebook or Instagram, and you can probably see those posts there. Also, too, we always keep a link in the description of each podcast and Aftercast, and it's the link to join our potty group, which is our Aftercast potty group. That's where you can get some of the inside scoops, some of the behind the scenes stuff that we don't share with the general public. And if you click on that, or you text the word potty, PODDIE, to 91979, we will send you a link. Okay. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first?
Okay. So I found industry secrets.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, and you say industry, is this just going to be like the industry secret of Taco Bell, the industry secret of hotels?
Of a lot of different places, okay? But I think that this is interesting to know because these are coming from former employees of these places.
They want to
spill the tea. So they know the truth. They know the truth. Also, too, saying all of that reminds me, I had a friend that used to, I told the story once. He worked at a Taco Bell, and he said he would never eat there.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's absolutely a scam for your body. It's awful.
Yeah.
But we know that.
I know.
You have to.
It's with everything.
You can't sit there and pretend
right.
like what you're putting in your body at Taco Bell is good.
At some point, ignorance is bliss.
Exactly.
Or everything's just going to drive you crazy. Okay, so the first one is, it comes down to like the Grammys or the Oscars, mainly the Oscars,
award
things
shows?
like that. Yes. So one insider claims that Academy voters, they never watch the movies that they're supposed to watch. Instead, their assistants vote. Not
No, that's pretty.
But you know what? That makes sense because when I can't even tell you the last time I watched the Oscars or anything to do with that.
Me neither.
Because the movies that are the weirdest get the wins.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about your blockbusters. You're talking about the artsy.
Yes.
It's just.
It doesn't make any sense.
A lot of them are hard to watch too. Like, I don't have fun watching it. Maybe that's okay because cinema is supposed to tell a story, and sometimes that story is uncomfortable. But I don't want to be like that. I just want to watch my Star Wars movies and be happy.
But I think this is a good reminder for the next time maybe you catch yourself watching the Oscars and you're like, why did they win? Well, it's probably because one of the assistants voted. Okay, another one.
Maybe that's why we haven't won a podcast award.
That's it, for sure.
The assistants don't like us.
Those darn assistants.
Come on.
Another one, wash new clothing.
We do this every time. And
You do?
I don't ever think, I don't get that. Like, if I buy a shirt from Target, I just want to put it on. Like, what's the big deal?
Right. Oh, so you don't wash them.
I don't. No, we do.
You do?
Because my wife is a good person,
but
especially baby clothes.
But if she weren't a factor, you just put it on.
Yeah.
Well, to me, there's some things I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. Others I'm like, like a jacket or like a pair of jeans. So they say that this insider claimed that when it comes to new clothing, that clothing has been thrown on the floor of a dirty warehouse. Wow. It's been stored in a stinky shipping container.
That's okay. My life is a stinky shipping container. It's okay. I am the stinky, especially if we're talking pants. You know what?
Yeah. This one is interesting because Wally has talked about this. When it comes to online carts, if you're shopping online and you leave something in your cart, that's going to put you into an automated discount offer stream.
That's cool.
Which is,
smart.
Wally has said that he has figured this out, that he went shopping on something, I don't remember. But then he kept getting emails from this company telling him, hey, if you buy this now, then we will give you
15% off,
Yeah.
10 more percent.
Yeah.
Buster.
So then that means that it's true. And then finally, I've fallen for this, and I'm sure I'll fall for it again because I don't have any choice. But when you call an establishment and on the phone, you have that automated voice come on, and they go, we have larger than normal call volume.
No, you don't.
But your call is very important to us.
No, it's not.
We will get to you soon.
No, you won't.
That's all lies, okay? It turns out that they just don't have enough staff. Or the staff that are there, they don't care to take your call.
Well, yeah, sure. And I get that certain places you can't pay hundreds of people a living wage to answer calls. But just tell me, I mean, I would love it if they could tell me you are 6th in line or you are 10th in line. And that would tell me, okay, I'm hopping off. If I hear 4th in line, although they could lie to you then too.
That's
But,
true.
Yeah, never mind. It's all
I mean, there's
bad.
some places that say that they have 24-hour customer care, but that's not true either.
No, I don't want to talk to Derek at 2 in the morning. And
Derek isn't there to answer your question
come on,
at 2 in the
dude.
morning. So anyways, keep all that in mind, those industry secrets that wash your clothes.
wash your clothes.
Keep things in your online cart in case you might get a deal. Those larger than normal call volumes, that's all a lie. And the Oscars are a lie.
Yeah, don't watch them. Will Smith was right.
All right, your story.
Okay, so it's really, really, really hot outside for like a large portion of the country.
Have you spent any time outside lately?
Yeah, I do this thing where I park my car a little further away from my house just to get some extra steps
Good for
and
you.
exercise. And yesterday coming home, it's like it's sitting on you. There's
Yes.
it's warm out. No, this is literally hugging you, and it's one of those like uncomfortable friend hugs that you're like, oh, we're not really that close.
It's like a sweaty friend
Yeah.
that won't let you go.
No, it's really uncomfortable. And so people are apparently, this is something that's funny. People are getting upset with people who are still wearing long sleeve attire, like hoodies, amidst the
Summer.
baking heat. And
I
so
get
they
that.
actually, the people who wear the hoodies in the summer, which I know some people that do it. My sister does it.
Really?
You're wearing a hoodie right now, but we are inside.
Yeah.
I assume you didn't walk in with that
No.
one. But this building is confusing.
Yeah.
But people are providing the reasons why they wear it. Someone said, I always wear it. It's a security blanket type situation.
I can see that as a hoodie as a security blanket. Yeah. Yeah, because if it's big and that I could see that.
They said, I get this one. It's I don't want to get bit by bugs, especially mosquitoes. Now,
Put on bug spray.
or just don't go outside. That's one thing. I always think of, okay, when you tell an ex-girlfriend story, it always feels kind of slightly
I love
risky.
them.
But I've told you guys this story. I had a girlfriend in high school who had this interest, like she was born with one finger on her hand. And so, again, like they did some stuff. They took a toe, put it on her hand.
Okay.
And
Part of the story.
Again, part of the story. But so she had, that was just for her to be like, to have like an operable hand. But for her, that was something where very understandably, just that's not comfortable for people to stare at. So
she would wear a hoodie.
She would very often be wearing like a hoodie or a long sleeve shirt so that she at least like
bless
had
her.
the sleeve covering it. So that was something that was like always, and she wasn't this really unconfident person, but that was just something for her that more often than not she leaned a little bit towards for people just not staring.
And that's a very unique situation. I'll tell you why I wear long sleeves sometime during the summer, and that's because the AC, people get crazy with it.
Yeah.
And there are places where it drives me crazy if I'm outside and I'm burning up and I'm sweating. Then I go inside and I'm like freezing to death, turning blue. There are some girls I see out in public. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that they are miserable, yet they have to wear the shortest shorts. And they're wearing these little tube tops. I'm like, you have no meat on your bones, okay? You are miserable. I know you are. Why? Why do this to yourself? Okay, I'm off.
Beauty
off
is
my
pain.
soapbox.
Sorry about that. They did list out the one of the other ones was just because, and I say this too when it's cold, especially. So if it's really, really cold outside and my wife's like, oh my gosh, do we need to put 3 layers on our son? I'm like, we're going to go into the car, and then we're going to go into a building. If he doesn't have the second or third layer, it's okay because we're going to get inside and it's going to be fine. You spend more of your time inside than you do outside. And if the inside is, like, say this building has the AC broken, like, or the heating's broken or something like that, and you walk in here, you're going to be in here for 8 hours and it's going to be freezing. And you just dedicate your time to wearing the hoodie at the start of the day, sweating for 2 seconds when you walk into the building.
That's true.
Then you're comfortable. Then that's fine. I totally get it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to continue doing it because people get crazy with the AC, but it's interesting that other people, and I think other people that wear hoodies sometimes do it because they just feel insecure.
Well, it's like, in essence, I do sometimes feel more comfortable in a hoodie than a t-shirt because it does a better job of, on a day when I'm not feeling as confident in my physical appearance, it does a better job of basically containing me.
I'll tell you what does drive me crazy is the opposite when guys
it's cold out,
wear shorts and it's snowing. Why?
I know.
I don't get it.
It's built into our fourth grade mindset that you literally can show how tough you are by wearing shorts.
Is that true?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
I remember and I didn't do this because I didn't care, but I do remember kids who were like, I don't even feel cold. And you're like,
nuh-uh.
Shush, Blake. Like, you're fine.
Blake.
I
Come
think that
on,
was his
Blake.
name.
Oh,
it's just a way for boys to show how tough they are.
Oh,
and again,
my
I'll say
gosh.
this. If I'm going to the gym and I don't want to wear sweatpants and I want to wear shorts, again, it's a brief little walk-in.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
But if it's my general day, if I came into work here in January wearing shorts, you guys can make fun of me for that.
Or I would say, did your washer stop working?
Which with a kid and with the busyness of life, there are some telltale signs. Like there are certain outfits or clothes that you're like, okay, he's at the end. Now it is summer, and it's something I'm getting a little weirdly self-conscious of. I think I'm the only person in this building that will come to work wearing shorts for the actual daily outfit. And we found out that the people, like our office in Houston, I guess there is a dress code out there, and it's a more corporate building, which I think does make more sense. There's a lot more going on. There is a no shorts policy out there. I'm a hot running man. I need this.
I wonder if there's one here.
Like an actual
I don't know
thing?
what the dress code is here. I know that I read through it, but I've been here for forever. And I know it's just a different dynamic here. But that would be interesting to know. Are you breaking?
Am I
You're breaking
grounds
the rules.
for firing.
I'm going to report you. Just because I can.
His shorts are above his knees. This is unacceptable.
I can see his kneecaps. Oh, goodness.
There's also this thing tied to some doctor referenced the go-to drink you should go to when it comes to summer.
Gatorade.
It's Gatorade, drink some water, so many logical things. They said milk is the thing you should have when there's a heat wave.
I cannot. Why? Wait, why?
Yeah, there is science behind this. It's 87% water. Like, what? That's cool.
Wow.
Takes longer to digest ew, because of the sugar, protein, and fat. So it keeps you hydrated longer than water does. That sounds right. Like, I get that that's scientific. It says it's got sodium to help your body hold on to the water. It's packed with electrolytes, which is what you go to Gatorade for. I just don't want to do that because when it's hot, I don't want something that's curdleable. I don't want something that's thick going into my system.
But think about this.
I don't want to run with it.
What do you think about ice cream? It's the same thing.
With more sugar.
So the difference is sugar.
Yeah, no, your ice cream's got vastly larger quantities of sugar and xanthan gum.
Yeah, but
heavier.
I cannot imagine being outside sweating to death and someone offering me a cold glass of milk.
I think
I would puke.
It's whenever we get some of these stories, they come from a service that we look at. The thing that's attached to it. Did you ever watch Anchorman?
Yeah, long time ago.
There's a scene where Will Ferrell, it's just a hot summer day. He got fired from his job and people are checking on him. And he walks out and they're like, you got to come back to work. And he's just like, I don't want to. And then he's just chugging a carton of milk in the summer.
Eh.
And so that's what that's a video that was attached. That
See, he knew something that we all didn't know.
No
Ron
one's gonna start doing this though. This is one thing where you can have the smartest people in the world tell you should do something.
Doesn't matter.
We're not gonna do it.
No, not worth it. All right, let's do birthdays. Woo! All right, we got a few that we need to catch up on because wait, let me think. So
Friday off.
Friday we were off. Yes.
And Thursday we didn't do anything.
Thursday we had a
work day.
A work day, but it was not on the air.
Nope.
So our last Aftercast was Wednesday?
Yep.
Is that right? Okay. So we've got a lot to catch up on. Jennifer, she wants to wish her sister Jamie a happy birthday. Oh, wait. Wait. Jamie, my sister. She said Jamie is the best. Oh, she's the best dog mom and loves her Renfro, a golden retriever. Is Renfro like a Star Wars or a space galaxy name?
No, that doesn't sound familiar to me.
She is the best aunt and the best younger sister a person could ask for. Now that we are adults, I love that we... Wait, it's not scrolling. Hold on. Wow, she's... You know what? All that to say, Jamie, you're just the best at everything. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, girl.
She celebrated on the 12th, so it's a little belated. We apologize for that. Kaya wants to wish her sister Erica a happy birthday. She celebrated on the 16th. She said she's the best sister ever. Ooh, that's tough. Ooh. Jamie and Erica for the battle of best sister.
Fight.
Yeah, fight. We've got Matt who wants to wish his wonderful wife Naomi a happy birthday. She celebrated yesterday.
Woo,
happy birthday to my amazing partner, friend, and wife. I am astounded at her heart for others. She works in ministry with children and the way she nurtures children and her patience. Man, happy birthday, Naomi. And then finally, today, Ethan celebrates a birthday. He's turning 17.
Okay. Love it. One more year of not being an adult.
Yep.
Keep it up.
One more. He said, I play guitar pretty darn good. I visited you guys last month. That's awesome. All right.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Let's get to a question. This is a question from Kaya.
Oh, yeah.
She said, what is a TV show or movie you've seen recently that you have enjoyed?
Now, that's tough. I don't watch a lot. I just don't get to watch a ton of TV. Just with
kids,
a kid,
shows
and
stuff.
we generally try to keep the TV off for the most part. But then with our schedule, you finish the day, you go to bed because we wake up at 4 a.m. to do this job. So there's not like a sit down and watch a TV show. I revisit it. It's been months, but I revisited Bluey yesterday.
Bluey,
and that is an easy 100% delightful show to watch.
And you're not the only adult that says that.
No,
so many adults
I think it's vastly popular, more so because adults like to watch it. Whereas if we put on like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, I'm not sitting there going, "Oh, I'm so curious what we're doing today." But Bluey's 7 minutes. It's perfect for an attention span for a TikTok generation. It's perfect. So that's like the only show I've watched recently, other than maybe HGTV or Food Network.
Oh, no,
which those are my favorite. I love it.
I'll tell you what, when it comes to shows, I don't have anything new that I would really recommend. I'm always a sucker for a new Dateline episode or 2020. But
What is 2020?
It's pretty much the same thing as Dateline.
Okay.
But sometimes they can lean more political.
Okay.
So then I'm like,
Is 2020, is that referencing like vision? Like, or is that a year? Like, what is the...
I don't know.
I never knew.
That's a great question. I have no idea.
Okay.
And then I really am a big fan of British Baking Show.
Okay.
I love it.
Am on board
love
with that.
And I don't even know why, because I'm not into like Food Network type things. But there's something about the accents, how they're just so...
They're all happy.
Yeah, and they're just cheering on one another. There's nothing maniacal about it.
And I'd say, too, if you take any topic and you, even if it's not something I'm personally going to do or I'm not super interested in, and you show me people who love it to death, I am going to be more interested. The people that are on that show are all generally home bakers, too. So it's not like you're watching professionals. You're watching people
That's true.
who have kind of put themselves out there,
Right.
who are really good at what they do.
Yes.
And they're just...
They just come across relatable.
I'm going to make a crumpet. And I'm like, oh, you make a crumpet.
A crumpet. And then they'll also make things that I'm like, that sounds terrible.
Trifle toss.
Yeah, and they'll add so much like berries
Pizzazz.
and fruits. Yeah, it's just not my thing. But when it comes to movies, I will say one of the most recent movies that I actually fully enjoyed.
Mission Impossible?
No! Was Twisters.
Oh.
So good.
If you can chase it? No.
Yeah, wait. No, he said something like that. I know where you're going, Glenn Powell. I don't remember, but it was so good. I loved the first one, and I really enjoyed the second one. Now, what Gavin's referring to with Mission Impossible.
If you feel it, chase it.
Oh, okay, there he goes.
Yeah.
It was going to bother him until he
Glenn
figured it
Powell.
out. When he's talking about Mission Impossible, we try and, as a show, go every month to see a new movie. And that was one that Gavin picked. And then Bennett, his son, got sick. And then he couldn't make it. And then I had to suffer through 3 hours worth.
50 minutes.
3 hours worth of Tom Cruise trying to prove that he's a man, jumping off helicopters and jumping out of the back of a submarine. Like,
And even
come on.
Wally said that it was over the top.
It was dumb.
Now, let's look forward, though, because now we are in the month of June. Well, yeah. Well, I guess this will be this will be for July. This will be our July movie. Looking forward to next month.
Jurassic Park.
It's going to be Jurassic Park.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Which
it
is
looks
going to be
so good.
It does, and I've heard people say it's not good. But
no.
that'll be something I guess we'll tackle when Wally gets back from Ireland, because we won't be back until the week after July 4th. So we've got some time.
Oh, that's right.
To kill here. So, but that'll be our summer, and that's a follow-up to the movie that Wally and I for years had said that was a good dinosaur movie.
Oh my gosh!
And
No,
you
you said it
care
was
for
a
it.
good movie, and then coded it as just a
No,
good
but
general
you've-
movie,
you've
and it was
built this-
terrible.
you've built
And I
this up
forget
as
which
so
one
good,
that one
though.
was.
I don't even know. Two movies ago, maybe.
Two
Yeah, I think it
Jurassic
was the
Park
last-
movies
I-
ago. It was horrible.
But what if this one that you have built up as, oh, this looks good?
Mhm.
Like how bad does it have to be for you to go from it looks good to it's terrible?
If I find myself, what's the word coming? Not having an out of body experience, but you know when you cut, it's one of those things where it's like you project yourself out of the screen
Yeah.
and you realize I'm sitting in a theater with a bunch of strangers and this is dumb. If I pull myself out of the story, it's a bad movie.
Okay.
Okay.
But if you're like,
But if I'm pulled in and I forget where I am for at least an hour and a half, or if I'm Tom Cruise, 3 hours, then that's a good movie.
okay, well, that's one I can't wait for
hmm
because dinosaurs are great.
Let me ask you a question
Yeah.
because I can't help but notice. What is with the bruise on your arm?
Oh, really?
I just noticed it.
That was so noticeable.
What did your son bite you?
No, sheesh.
It's on his underarm.
No, I know. Yeah,
and I
it's-
just noticed it. What did you do?
So if you
Beat up by an old lady.
Okay, let me talk. If you have my couch, let's say it goes up to your, almost like a little bit below your chest. And
Okay.
so I was playing with Jasper the other day, or maybe it was Ellie, and their toy, there's a little gap. The toy fell behind the couch. We have one of those giant, like L-shaped
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
I can't just pull it out
Mm-hmm.
and get back to it
Mhm.
easily. I have to pull it out just a little bit, just like an inch.
Oh,
And then I have to try and
maneuver,
reach my
parkour.
arm down through to get to it.
Uh-huh.
And I don't have long arms or skinny arms for that matter. Currently, we're working on it.
Okay.
Not the length, but when I got down far enough trying to reach it, I'm like, oh, I can't actually get it. And I pull my arm up.
Uh-huh.
It like pinched hard enough on my arm between the couch and the
Ouch.
wall.
Ouch.
And I knew it hurt, and it hurt for a little bit. And then I woke up the next day and I had this now I have like the purple. bruising.
Yeah. Looks
So,
like you got beat
That was
up.
uncomfortable. And then it
Bless.
happened yesterday, and I took a
You
golf.
did it again?
No,
Oh.
Jasper did it. It's not me.
Oh.
I took a golf club, and I just pushed it to the edge instead of trying to push hard to get it.
Oh, you used a golf
That
club.
hurts so hard. It really did hurt. I don't do a lot of things that cause actual pain these days. So when it happens, you're like, oh, owie.
Well, and also too, you were just talking about how you went to Chat GPT to figure
I'm
out
still waiting.
this. No, that too. But you went to Chat GPT for a tattoo idea. Now, some people get tattoos on their underarm where that bruise is.
No.
And that's got
to
hurt.
In like this world would I ever do? Because that's prime, like mom pinch you to get, like when you're in trouble, mom pinches there. So no, you're not going to do that. I'm going to go somewhere on the bicep, woo, that's cool. And then I thought about doing it on my forearm, and I had posted this video on TikTok about like, okay, what should I do here? And a lot of people are like, don't, like one of them, again, this is
get a Scrabble piece like Wally.
No, I'm not like that. But it's a design that incorporates a few. Again, I'll be nerdy for a second. It incorporates a few weapons from my favorite like fictional book character.
Weapons.
There's a spear. There's a spear, and this guy was like, "Don't get a straight line on your arm." Or on your forearm.
Your skin is going to sag.
He's like, it's never going to actually be straight. You're never going to see like a straight line on. So I'm like,
that makes sense.
Maybe I just don't need to get this spear part of this tattoo.
Spear on your arm.
I'll have you look at it afterwards and tell me if you're like, oh, that actually looks cool. Or if you're like,
no.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. I'll tell you, I'll tell the story one more time in case you missed the first time. I worked with a woman that at a daycare that her daughter had gotten a dolphin tattooed on her stomach, and it was jumping over her belly button, okay?
That's so funny.
But this was before she had her 3 kids. Then she birthed 3 children. And I asked her mom, I said, how does that dolphin look now? And she said it looked like a dead porpoise trying to drag its carcass over the moon.
Yeah.
So take that,
you got to be strategic.
And think before you do, because it is permanent. And on that note...
Oh, there we go.
Thanks for being a potty.